Hey, what's up? My name is Brian Walmer. You might know me as BW1979 on the new Saturday morning Saturday morning Sonic forums. First of all, I want to say that this is to the person in charge, Stefan, that what you're doing is a great job. I think it's Stefan. I could be wrong, or Sports. I don't know what the name is. Porpoise. Let's just say the Porpoise. What you have done is a great thing. I mean, there's a lot of Sonic sites out there that are dedicated to SatAM. Some are just dedicated to not just SatAM but to Sonic X and Sonic Underground and Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, as well as the comic book. But you've come out and you put a site that's totally dedicated to it. I mean, you got information on here that we have heard of, and but also you've added a little bit more detail to what we have heard and really didn't know that much about. I mean when you mentioned the fact that Ben Hurst told you, or you found out from someone that Ben Hurst told you, added more detail to what the lost third season of SatAM was going to be like. That totally amazed me. I mean, I admit, I thought I knew what it was going to be like, but I was totally wrong. I mean, the ideas, and you got to admit that some of the ideas from that very show made their way into the comic book. I mean, Sally, let's take for example Sally being romanced by somebody else. That made its way into the comic book around the early 20 to 30 issues to basically almost past issue 50, with Jeffrey St. John, taking that role of being the other that would romance her. You take a look at some other ideas like Dulcie coming into her full powers. I mean, she came into her full powers in the comic book. You take a look at the idea of Tails maturing. I think that's already been seen with the early story, with the Tails 3-part miniseries, as well as the story they preluded, Growing Pains. And things like that. And I also think, what you have done, is you've allowed fans not just to talk about SatAM, but to talk about Sonic X and Sonic Underground. Now, I mentioned earlier there are sites that are dedicated to all three. But you have a site that's mainly made for SatAM. I mean, I know there's fans for United for SatAM, the FUS site that's out there and everything. But I think what you have done is really allowed fans to come again and have another place to talk and not be restricted by anything, as well. And I'd like to thank you for allowing me to be a part of that. Now, I do want to send a message out to a lot of the fans out there, fellow SatAM fans. You saw some of my videos that I posted out on fan content. Some of Sonic SatAM, Sonic X. And let me just say that if you think you've seen some good videos, you ain't seen nothing yet, because long before YouTube.com banned me from the site and basically removed all my videos because of the TMS 4Kids probation thing, or content, or whatever they call it. I had over, I think, I can't really remember, I'm sure I had way over 700 videos, maybe 100. I can't really remember the count, but there was a lot of videos, and most of them were Sonic videos and Sonic X videos. And let me just say, fans that tuned into them, that watched them, were amazed. They really enjoyed them. And if you think, just like Thorny Hedgehog does, Desert Rose was one of my best, you ain't seen nothing yet, because there will be more to come. I mean, Thorny, let me just point this out to you. You could go out and you could go on the site and go to other Sonic sites, and you can ask them about my videos, and they would probably give you a list of some of the best ones they've seen.